Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams, and thank you so much for joining me today. It's time to grab a cup of joe and enjoy the show. First up, we are sitting down with Elite Softwash to learn about their roof cleaning services and to get tips about power washing versus soft washing. Then it's Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial, and we are continuing our conversation about misconceptions in finance. And today we are hitting on misconceptions in high-income earners. And later it's time for Jessica's Gems, and I'm going to show you some trendy aesthetic products. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Elite Softwash. Whether you own a home or a business, taking care of your exterior property should be a top priority. So that's where Elite Softwash steps in. They offer services in soft wash, pressure washing, and roof cleaning. And here to break it all down of what they have to offer is Brandon Metzer, their owner. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Okay, so of course, people have to keep up with this maintenance. And I think that sometimes they may be confused about which service is best as opposed to having a soft wash or a pressure wash and then now going into your roofing services. So let's start with breaking down the difference between the two wash qualities, and then we'll talk about how people can utilize the roofing services.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously there's two types of cleaning methods. So we have the pressure washing, and then we also offer soft washing. So pressure washing, you're primarily just using the pressure or force of the water to clean that surface. And so whether that's like concrete siding on a home or a roof, you would just use a high pressure force to remove any type of dirt, debris, moss, or algae. And then we offer soft washing. And so soft washing is probably the most preferred and best way to clean most of your surfaces, such as siding and roofing. For concrete, you can use pressure, but for like the house finishes, whether the siding or roof, we would want to use soft washing. And so in order to do that, we basically apply a cleaning solution that softens and breaks down the moss, the mold, the algae, loosens up the dirt, and then it allows us to go through and low pressure clean and rinse it without damaging your home or exterior.
Yes, and so give us a little background about Elite Softwash and when did you start it and why did you start it?
Yeah. So Elite Softwash, we are a family-owned and operated business. So I started it primarily, to basically work for myself. I have two young men that work for me. They're my sons, and so I wanted them to have something to work into as they grow older, and kind of build a legacy within our family, just in our washing business that we have.
Yes.
And so we've seen the need for everybody in the residential and commercial area where buildings get dirty, houses get dirty, roofs get dirty. Somebody has to clean them, so why not us?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so let's dive into your roofing services. So first, just kind of explain what that looks like and who really needs a roof maintenance done as far as cleaning.
Yeah, great question. So everybody really needs to take care of their roof. So an asphalt shingle roof, their warranty is going to be by how you maintain it. They recommend that you actually have your roof soft washed every 5 to 7 years. And a lot of people don't even realize that or don't even know that that's a service that exists.
Yeah.
And so it's very important to do that because you're going to get algae, moss, mildew, mold that grows on your roof. It looks bad for one.
Yeah.
You see the black streaks on the roof, you see the mold, you see the algae. But the most important thing is it's going to break down the shingles. It can grow underneath the shingles, pop them up, cause them to prematurely fail, leak, and then you're looking at like roof replacement or roof repairs, which get very expensive. So
yeah, so when you say that people don't know that this service exists, how have they been going about cleaning their roof? Do they rely on the rain alone? Like, what do people do?
yeah. Some people just don't do anything.
Okay.
We get calls from, even roofing contractors where a roof is like maybe 10 or 15 years old, and they think they just need to replace their roof because they have moss or algae on it.
Okay, wow.
And so, or they would pressure wash the roof, which would be obviously very hard on it because it's going to damage your shingles, tear the granulars, and cause more water penetration than good. And so with this service, it kind of brings to light a need that can be solved with a simple soft wash and clean and take care of it.
Okay, so one thing that I find so amazing is your warranty. Your warranty on cleaning. Imagine that. So you guarantee a certain amount of years that this roof will be clean, and if these items come back, then you got them. So break down how that works.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically with the soft washing, we're going to come out, we assess the roof, we'll take a look at it. You're going to have different things that are growing on your roof. Some people only have like black streaks, which is like a black algae and a black mold, or they have just an algae lichen growing on the roof, or they actually have physical moss clumps. All of that is addressable with the soft wash.
Okay.
And so we would go through, we prep the surface. If it has moss, we remove that as much as possible without damaging the shingle. We apply our cleaning solution and treatment, which will completely remove all of the black streaks, darkening of the shingles. It's really going to make your roof almost look brand new. And then once our treatment's done, we give a 5-year warranty on it. So we warranty for 5 years, meaning that this is not going to come back. If you see anything, moss, mold, algae, regrowth within 5 years, we come back out and take care of it for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so this doesn't apply to average dust and dirt that may, form
Correct.
on the roof. This is those lasting substances that can look kind of gross and nasty and start to corrode the material. Okay, so that's really cool that you offer that. And then, so typically, I guess, how long does the cleaning last once they do it? I mean, I'm assuming 5 years or beyond, right?
Yeah. So the reason we put a 5-year warranty on it is the shingle companies recommend that you have your roof cleaned every 5 to 7 years anyways. And then it kind of depends on the environment. If you're stuck in the middle of a woods with a lot of trees around you, you're going to see regrowth probably a lot quicker than somebody that's just out in the open getting a lot of direct sunlight on the roof. So most roof cleanings are going to last in that 5 to 10 year mark, just depending on where your house is situated in the environment.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is for both residential and commercial
Absolutely.
properties. So if someone is interested in reaching out, do you start with a consultation? How should they reach out to you?
Yeah, so they can hop on our Facebook page, shoot us a message, hop on our website. We have a lot of good information there. There's a form you can fill out, or you can simply give us a call or shoot us a text, and we can take a look at it, come out, take a look at the house with you, and see if you qualify.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And if you would like more information about Elite Softwash, we'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Elite Softwash.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Welcome to Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial. We are continuing to break down some misconceptions people may have regarding their finances, retirement, and so much more. And here to share information about it is Caleb Doan, the Vice President of Foster Financial. Hey there, Caleb.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, so I love talking about misconceptions because I think it's very easy to have them, because sometimes financial planning, retirement, and all of the big words get confusing. So today we're going to talk about misconceptions in finance, and what topic in particular will we hit on?
Yeah, so the misconception I wanted to talk about today is for the kind of higher income folks. And so the misconception is, because I have a high income, I'm on track for retirement. And that's certainly not always the case. Having a high income can be a really good tool to use for retirement planning, but it doesn't always follow that somebody's on track for retirement. And so you could have two people, who are 60 years old, let's say, and they're planning on retiring in 5 years. One of them makes $100,000 a year and has $500,000 saved for retirement. The other one makes $300,000 a year and has $750,000 saved for retirement. It's very possible the person with the lower income and the slightly lower amount saved for retirement is actually in a better situation than the person with higher income, because the person with lower income has less money that they need to replace in retirement to maintain their same standard of living. And so it kind of follows, if you have a high income, you're making $300,000 a year, maybe you're saving a decent amount of it, but you're taking home, $200,000 and you're living off of that. You don't want to have to change your lifestyle too much in retirement. You still want to be able to go out to eat the same amount, travel the same amount, at least most people do. And so you need to have more saved for retirement. And so the kind of onus is bigger. You need to have more saved for retirement in order to be able to maintain that same standard of living.
Yeah, and that's deep because I know we've talked about retirement planning in the past and kind of thinking about at what point should we start considering it to kind of make sure that we're on track, because essentially the money's going to run out if you don't plan it best. And we talked about also downsizing and different tools that people can use. And so when it comes to you talking to your different clients, how do you really assess if they are on the right track, and what type of advice do you give to help kind of get them? I mean, you say a 5-year countdown. Can they catch up in that amount of time? Is that even possible?
Yeah, well, I mean, if somebody does have a high income, it's nice that they have more free cash flow to be able to contribute.
Oh no, $200,000 to take home.
right, of course. But who knows? It's like maybe their income skyrocketed within the last few years, and they hadn't done a lot for retirement savings prior to that, and now they really need to do a lot of catch up on that. And every single person is completely different. And so that's why a lot of those higher earners, maybe they're talking to their friends who don't have as high of an income, and they're thinking, hey, I think I'm doing a pretty good job saving for retirement, but maybe their standard of living is so much higher that they need a lot more saved for retirement. And that's why we do a custom financial plan for everyone, because we have folks who are perfectly happy living off of $50,000 a year, and there's people who need $200,000 a year in retirement to live comfortably and maintain their same lifestyle. And so that's why we have everyone fill out a budget when they come into us to do a financial plan, and we can really back into the actual number that you need to have saved before you retire to be able to live comfortably and kind of understand that there's going to be fluctuations over retirement, but you still want to be able to have that same retirement income every single month that you're in retirement. So we want to make sure that people have that confidence.
And I'm thinking about, is it one of those situations where it's crunch time when you're talking to them, because it's like you probably have to devise some very interesting strategies to say, like, maybe if they're retiring in 5 years and they have this much lump sum, what can you invest, or what type of turnaround, make your money work for you type of thing. And I think that that's why a financial planner is so important, because I don't think as an individual, we're just naturally equipped to see all the avenues to help us navigate retirement. And so you see all scenarios all the time, right?
Right, and there's so many inputs that go into it too. It's, how much is Social Security going to cover? What's the assumption we can have on the growth rate of your investment accounts now and later in retirement? How long are you going to live? How much money do you need every year? There's so many inputs, and so it's really hard for people to know truly how much money they need in retirement. They can try to use certain rules of thumb, but oftentimes those are insufficient to actually tell you the amount you need to save. And so we can take a look at somebody and say, look, you're living off of $200,000 a year right now, but based on the amount you're going to have saved for retirement, you're only going to be able to live off of $75,000 a year in retirement, and that's a really big cost of living change. And so we like to even that out and say, look, we need to lower cost of living right now to $150,000 a year, save that extra $50,000 for the next 5 years, and then you'll be able to live off of $125,000 every year in retirement, and that makes that transition a lot easier as opposed to going from this big amount to this small amount. It's a lot smoother, and it's a lot easier for people to handle that.
Yeah, and with you all offering free consultations, you essentially can start that conversation, let people know what they need to do to actually like bring in, and then to kind of look at it further as you try to help just create their financial plan for them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we do the complimentary consultation. So if you're, a high earner and you're saying, I'm really not sure if I'm on track or not, I'm planning on retiring in the next 5 or 10 years, whatever it might be, we're definitely happy to take a look and let you know if you are on track.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you would like more information about Foster Financial, we'll have their website and their phone number listed below. Call them for a complimentary consultation, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
It's time for another edition of Jessica's Gems, where I find unique and trendy products to share with you. And today we have some aesthetically pleasing products to fit your needs. So let's check it out. First up, this lotion bar. It may look like a bar of soap, but it's actually a lotion bar by Lola Ornea. Now this Coco Calendula solid lotion bar is just 2 ounces and it makes for the perfect nighttime routine. Now listen, if your skin is craving moisture, then this luxurious fragrance-free moisturizer fits in the palm of your hand, and as you make contact, it actually leaves your skin super smooth and also really nourished. Now, how it works, like I said, as soon as you get out of a warm bath or right before bed, you just place it in your hand just like that, and then you start to rub it, and you will feel the lotion and the silkiness come right off your hand. And the best thing is, it's luxurious, but it doesn't have a strong scent. All right, next up, we have fragrances that meet your needs if you're looking for something really intimate. So I love a good scent and essential oil, but this diffuser here, Scent Pebble, allows for you to actually have the scent in your local space, okay? So let's just say that you're at work and you want to put out scents at your desk. Well, you don't have to disturb your coworkers. This pebble is hand-formed and made with Firestone ware. You simply add 5 to 10 drops of your favorite essential oil blend to the pebble and place it by your bed, at your desk, or where you need it most, and then you can enjoy it. And as you can see, you place it on the back side of it and it's super easy to wash. Now, they also offer really nice palettes of essential oil scents, okay? And these scents combine chamomile, grapefruit, lavender, and patchouli. And they have more rustic scents like cedarwood, tangerine, and frankincense. And I love the smell of each of these because it's really earthy, right? So it's rich and so delicate. So definitely something to try out on their website, which is listed below. Next up, charm bracelets are making such a great comeback because they make a great gift. And it's a really fun way to curate a collection of charm pieces. Now, Noshi Jewelry, they offer a wide selection of bracelets from black wire rope to stainless steel bracelet buckles and silver stone bracelets that have a simple yet very elegant look. They're made with sterling silver and can be worn at any party that you go to, okay? So if you check it out, very nice, high quality, light and simple. And there are also some charm bracelets here, but they fit all charms, okay? So you can still use the ones that you have, but they have some unique ones, like a passport, airplane, crystallized star, and a beautiful heart. Now, you cannot have your bracelets and your charms without having something to go with it. And they actually also offer a portable jewelry box, okay? So this is a portable double-layer jewelry storage and charm display box, okay? It's not too big, but it can definitely hold a lot. You can easily hook your necklaces on the inside. And they have net pockets if you want to drop something down there, which is great. And then this ribbon seamlessly allows for you to move it up and down. And as you can see, there are multiple ear stud plates here to store your earrings and get a good glance at them. And as you can see right here, there are ring grooves, okay, to accommodate any type of ring that you have in all sizes, plus extra areas that are adjustable where you can pull out the sleeves just like that. And you can fit larger items like a bracelet or like a watch, and it easily goes in there. And the best thing about it is super cute. It has a smooth leather and bead velvet texture, and it's perfect for on the go, for your wardrobe needs, and also for traveling. You can find both of these options on the Ganoche website. Okay, so I think we all love some healthy roots and some natural healthy hair growth. And Omegam is actually offering that through their Heal Thy Roots Hair Growth Oil. It is lightweight. It is a pre-wash scalp treatment formulated to promote new hair growth. And it says that it controls hair loss and will leave your hair looking fuller, thicker, and healthier. And get this, 90 to 120 days. This hair oil is vegan and is crafted for all hair types. And it's made with 100% natural ingredients, and it's fragrance-free and color-free. So if you take a look at this, I absolutely love the aesthetic of this bottle. It's super cute. It has the dripper right there that you can apply it straight to your roots, straight to your scalp. It has no scent, but it's super cute if you want natural hair and hair growth. Now, all of these items from Jessica's Gems can be found on our website. Just go over to www.wane.com and click on Living Local 15, and we'll be right back.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to wane.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. While you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.